Today I will be doing a Roblox Studio tutorial to all you guys. So this will be like the first episode of, say, a series or something. I'm not sure about that, but you know, what I want to do is show the basics of building in Roblox Studio. So let's get started. So guys, welcome to the base plate. This is where you most likely start building your projects. And over to the side here is what's known as the toolbox. Here, if you're struggling to build something, you can search something up like, I don't know, or you can see here, these stuff with the orange triangles and stuff, yeah, the orange badge, those are the things which are trusted models, because some other models in here, they might have they might have viruses, like, you know, this might have viruses, Piggy might have viruses, but apart from that, let's just get into the building part. So, this is for like if you're struggling to build something, so search something up like cafe, and you can see there's a cafe you can take here. And there, you've got yourself a cafe. But that is not the best option, because let's say you actually want to build a cafe group and something. The people, like some people, they will actually notice that your cafe is from the free models. Well, I call this free models. And some people, they don't like it because they see that I've put no effort into your work. But apart from that, let's just ignore the toolbox for now, it's just for other stuff. So, you go to model, then you go to part. Here is a part, and on here, you can see these things are studs, and you can see that the part is exactly 4 studs long and 2 studs wide. So, apart from that, parts are pretty much always used in building, you know. I mean, they're literally always used in building. For example, in an example build, maybe I could show you, like, see, these are 2 parts, and if you were to put these on top of each other, make some sort of brick structure or something out of it. Now it'd be better if the bricks were like 2 studs only, because it would be easier, I guess, if you know what I mean. Like, look, could you see here? It would be easier. So basically what I'm doing right now, you see how I've got a second part? The way I did that is Command D if you're on Mac, or Control plus D if you're on Windows. Now, you see how I got this part here? The reason it's so, this is also the scale tool. You can get it. Control 1 is select, Control 2 is move, Control 3 is scale, Control 4 is rotate, Control 5 is transform. Transform is more of a expert tool, I guess. So I'm not going to be using that in today's series. As you can see, Control 3. Control 3 from Windows, of course. So Control 3, and why is this always happening? Anyways, and as you can see here, that the bricks would do 2 studs, so like kind of overlap like this. But you can see if we were to have it 4 studs each brick, if you were to have 4 studs on each brick, as you can see, they wouldn't actually be able to look. It would only have enough space for one of the studs, because as you can see, there is 1 stud remaining over here. Anyways, apart from that, but there is a way to solve this problem. You can do this, where you just overlap it by 1 stud, and then you can see that this works as well. As you can see, no empty parts over here, and it totally works. Amazing. Anyways, that's besides the point. So, also this little green arrow, and the other arrows, the thing there is the center of the base plate. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. And apart from that, so as you can see, there's a little arrow under the part. So that must mean there's more than just a block, right? We have a block, a sphere, a wedge, and cylinder. So if I just insert them all, you can see they're pretty nice. You can use a cylinder. Wait, no, this is it. You can use a cylinder for whatever a cylinder would be. You need to use like let's say you wanted to make some car wheel. You just make some cylinders and so on. Anyway, so you can see that we have some car body here, and then make some sort of car. And then what we'll do here, move it 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 studs back. Same with over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, I know this is sort of building a car, but we might as well build a car. So here, you see over here where it says create, so the way that the wheels can spin and turn is if we add a hinge. So then, we need to add the hinge precisely in the center of this part and right here. And that hinge isn't the greatest, but no one really cares. Yes, no one really cares. It's not exactly in line, but it's the best we can do, you know. Best we can do. So then, you do that to the same on each wheel. You get a hinge and place it right where it should be. Another hinge in the middle of the wheel. There. And same here. In the middle of the wheel. and there, and I say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all the wheels done. So then we put the wheels back where they should be, attached to the car, and same with the other 2 wheels. And then after that, move these parts out of the way. Now, as you can see, wait, let me show you an example. As you can see, this is the car, right? That we can pretend it's a car. Let's just anchor this. By the way, anchor keeps a part in a steady position. Let's just pretend this cylinder is the bumper for the car to stop it. So, if you're going to test, well, by the way, testing, let's say you made a build or something and you want to test how it looks like when you play the game or something. That is basically what it is. But instead of playing the test, we're going to run it. And it's really useful if you want to, I don't know, test, say, a car climbing down a hill. Accelerating down a ramp. And if you want to see if this actually works, then just click run. As you can see, it rolled onto there. So, and it will work each time as we let go. It will just keep rolling and rolling. Same case if you put on there, just keeps rolling and rolling. That's what it does. So, now that this works, we probably want to drive it, right? Because right now we can't drive it since it has nothing to drive with. So we right click, we insert an object, and we search up seat. Choose the vehicle seat because that one will allow you to drive the vehicle. And if we just put it in the middle here and select the vehicle seat and select the part below it. There, go to model, and where this hinge was before, change it to weld, and now the 2 parts should be glued together, you could say. Now, if we go and play here in the test, it should let us drive the vehicle. If we just wait for it to load, of course. Finally, it's loading. Okay, so my character's fully loaded in. And now the moment of truth. Will it drive? Will it not drive? Will nothing happen? Will the game crash? Well, let's find out. As you can see, just me pushing it is already making it roll. Now that's amazing. Apart from that, let's get in the seat. And as you can see, it's probably not working. Because I'm a doofus and I've never built a car before. Well, yes, I've never built a car before. I was just trying to show you the way of building. Sorry, viewers, if I just ruined that you only tuned into this video to build a car, but this wasn't for building a car, unfortunately. Well, I guess since this video is about building, I guess we can build a car. Okay, so now this is going to turn into a
time-lapse.
Okay, so I think my car's pretty good. What do you say? Okay, maybe we can improve it a little better. Now, we can maybe add some detail. Okay, so just pause the time lapse here, editor. So, as you can see, I've duplicated this part in the section here. Now, the reason I duplicated it twice is because, you see, if I negate this part, and then I select this part, if I then union it, if I then union it, and if we move this part out of the way for a second, you can see that there's now a hole in the car. This happened because the negative part, if you union a normal part and a negative part, wherever the negative part is, it kind of molded into nothingness. Like basically turned into air where the negative part is. This can also be very useful for, let's say, if you wanted to cut a part in half. So what you do is create a negative part, put it there, duplicate it, yes, duplicate this, turn it around, do that. I mean, it's not the most accurate measurement, let me just fix that. Okay, so now this part is actually in half, so now we can union this one, and we can union this one, and as you can see, the part is in half because both of them align up perfectly. This is a really helpful way if you want to break stuff in half. By the way, this will not work for meshes, unfortunately. Apart from that, well, you know, apart from that, I'll continue building my car. Back to time lapse. And of course, we can change the materials of some things. So let's change this to metal. And we can change the bumpers to diamond plate. And then we can change the glass to glass. And to add a nicer feel, we can change the transparency to 0.5. And there we have actual nice looking glass. You can also change the color of the glass. Really cool. You can have green glass, you can have red glass, evil, and you can have brown glass, yellow glass. Anyways, I'm just going to choose for this one, which is like a natural looking glass. So, before I end this, I'm just going to add a small
some mesh. I'll just duplicate this.
Now, the next thing is, after you finish building, is to make sure that all parts are unanchored, except do not select the wheels because they are hinged to the vehicle. So now, if you go back to the properties, make sure they are unanchored. Yes, I forgot to weld them. We weld them, create a weld, get out of this, and then let's see how fun this is. Now that looks fun, very, very fun. Now, wouldn't you agree? Let's put a few of them on there. And let's make sure they have a nice jump. Actually, the thing is, they won't have the best ride if it's not. And then ramp time. Excellent. Now, this will be amazing view. Let's go and run. Look at that. Well, that was disappointing.